What's up, y'all? It's Matt with Family Tradition Farms. Hey, I'm here to tell you that farming is not all about running equipment, putting in crops, getting out crops, and having a good time. Sometimes you got to do some dirty work. In today's case, we got beavers. We got beavers all the way down this side of the creek. I got a great big dam right here. This is actually the farthest one down creek, and it's holding up all sorts of water. I mean, you can see how deep it is right here compared to just a little trickle. And the problem is on the upside, that's my field and that's my field. So it's holding back water, which is affecting drainage, and it's just causing all sorts of problems. So we've been trapping them for about a month now. I think we've got 4 out so far, but from the signs of it, there's a bunch more. So today we're gonna actually bust the dam that is located farthest downstream, hopefully to allow some of that water to get out, which will actually make it easier for us to trap. So I'm gonna crawl down in here. Hopefully water's not too deep, because all I got some shin boots, but we'll do what we can, and I'll set you guys up somewhere to hopefully keep you dry, and hopefully you guys get some enjoyment out of me breaking a sweat. Over down here in the creek, you can see how little water flow is actually coming out of the dam. It's just a trickle right through there. That's holding back a bunch of water. So the majority of this dam appears to just be mud and some little thick sticks. So I don't think it'd be too hard to bust. It's just gonna take some time. Hopefully once I'm gonna start over here, hopefully once I get this edge broken out and the water starts flowing, hopefully that will help loosen some of this stuff up, and hopefully get some of this water drained out of here. So this dam's actually probably only 1.5 feet tall. This spot right here is a kind of a gravel bed, so they didn't have to dam up much at all. It was kind of already there. But I got this edge busted. Water's flowing great. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it all the way down, and hopefully it's a pretty easy job. So here we go. I got both sides busted out here. It's actually pretty easy. Like I said, this isn't not very deep at all. I mean, that's barely a shovel head full. Already had a bunch of water come down. The center is actually a high spot. This is all naturally high, so it's quite a bit tougher right through here. I don't think the beavers really had to put a whole lot right here. I think it just kind of, once they dammed up the corners, it just kind of filled in. But I mean, that rock, when I first got here, it was a good ways under the water, and it's already starting to stick out a little bit. So probably go a little bit deeper on each side, and if I got a wild hair in me, I may go ahead and bust out that center, just so it pretty well deters them entirely from coming back and damming this back up. But problem all this occurred was this big old culvert right here. It's brand new. They put that in this spring, summertime. This used to just be a bridge, big open underneath here. Well, when they put in this culvert, they had to come in with excavators and scoop all this out and make it an actual good solid base to set that culvert down in. Well, when they did, obviously dirt, mud, sticks, root balls and everything got loosened up, and it's actually pretty deep right in through there. So it just made perfect sense for the beavers to gather all that stuff up, stick it right here and hold water back, because on up the creek there's one more dam. That's what we've been trapping on. That's where we've trapped 4 beavers. You go up a little bit farther and there's at least 2 more dams. I haven't walked the creek in a couple weeks, but there's at least 2 more up there, and what they're actually doing is they're holding back water and trying to hold back water into a old pond that the pond hasn't had water in years, but if they get enough water held back, then the pond will fill back up. So that's what they're doing here, and they seem to be doing a pretty effective job. Hopefully we can shut them down though. So I'm gonna put you guys back down and pick my shovel back up. Phew, man, that's a lot harder than I thought it was gonna be. That mud's heavy. Mixed in with all that rock, it was like sucked down to the bottom of the creek there. Anyways, got the dam. She's all busted out. Water's dropped a lot. That rock's sticking out of the water a whole bunch already. I went ahead and made a deep cut coming right through here, because if you look out in here, you can actually see the bottom of the creek now. But that's still pretty deep. Like, I probably wouldn't walk through that, because it's December and it's kind of cold. But made this little deep cut, so hopefully even after the majority of the water gets out, there will still be this cut full and let that water level really drop down. I mean, there's been a bunch of water going down that way already. Hopefully there's no more dams down that way. There doesn't seem to be, just because the amount of water that's flowing that way. No water was really held back. So yeah, I think we should be in good shape for today. I'm gonna run down there and check those other dams and see if maybe we got anything on the trap. And if I got a wild hair, I may even go look for the beaver lodge. Still haven't found that yet. The lodge is where they spend all their time at, but should be able to locate that. It's pretty obvious whenever you find it. So I guess I'm gonna trudge on back up top there and jump on a 4-wheel and go for a ride. Well, this here is this is what I've dubbed the main dam. We came from right over there, about right there. That's the ditch where we broke that dam. So this one's much bigger. This is the one we've been trapping on. I actually don't do the trapping, not really my thing. I got a buddy that comes out and sets the traps. So we got one that's still right here. It didn't go off. Basically, he busts the dam, and the beavers don't like the noise of the water running across the dam, so they come in here and yeah, they try to fill that back in, and they step on the trap, and it takes care of them. The other one, we got something in it. Yeah, hop down there and see what we got. Oh yeah, that's a pretty decent sized muskrat. I'm not gonna mess with him because, like I said, that's not my thing. I'll let my buddy know that he got one, and he'll come down here at some point and he'll reset the trap. But they never mudded it back in, so that tells me that the beavers never come back in to fix the dam. It's kind of odd. I'm wondering if maybe we got all the ones that were concerned about this one. From here, I can see one more dam right about there, and I know there's another one on farther down. So I'm gonna dig these holes out a little bit more, see if, especially this one, since it's still got a trap set on it, see if we can just make some more noise, maybe irritate them a little bit, and get them to come down here and take one last swim. All right, we got this dude opened up a little bit, letting some water flow. Not a whole lot, just enough to, I'm sure you guys can hear it. Apparently that noise just absolutely irritates the hell out of beavers. Who'd have guessed? But there's the trap, so if there's any left in here, I'm kind of thinking there may not be because neither hole was plugged. But if there is any left, they'll come up here and they'll go, what is this? Gotta stop this noise. And they'll carry up a big armful of mud, and they'll come walking up here and hopefully step on that, and pow! That'd be the end of them. So, yep, this one's done. Move on up the creek and check out the other ones. Alrighty. Well, there's dam number 3. Kinda. Kind of weird. It's not really holding back much water. In fact, the water's over top of it. But now what's unusual is that low spot there in the center. I don't really know what's going on with it. That's really odd for beavers to do that. I mean, it's obviously beaver because that's beaver cut. That is, they wouldn't munching on that. You know that old saying, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck could? Well, beavers, they'll chew a bunch. I don't know about no woodchuck, but beavers, by God, they'll chomp on some wood. So there's some bubbles coming up right there right now. So I'm almost wondering if this isn't hollow underneath, but never investigated this one. We're gonna climb down there and hopefully don't sink up to our hips, and well, I guess see what we'll find. Yep, dam 3 is, I'm gonna guess it's an inactive dam because there's a few fresh tracks by this here log, but I mean, it's possible that they just came down and dropped the log right here, but I mean, the dam's not doing anything. That dam down there is holding up enough water, this whole creek, that this dam's not doing anything. I can see a great big one though, a little farther down. If I were to guess, that might even be the lodge. So, yep, we dug this one out a little bit. That way I can see if they do fill it back in. That way I'll know whether it's active or not. But I want to go down there and check out that big dude. I think we found where they're accessing the creek. So this creek runs that way. This used to be an old culvert, but that looks like a dumbbell. We can do some workouts out here. There's another cut. That there looks kind of intriguing, possibly for a lodge that they're in. Don't know, I've set some traps for it, but that run right there is intense. It goes back up, and you can follow it all the way up into, this is the old dry pond. I mean, it looks like there's been some loggers in here cutting down trees. I mean, it's crazy how many trees they've cut down in a short amount of time. So I'm gonna guess this is where they're traveling. Oddly enough, there's not crazy fresh tracks. So it's possible we got them all, but just to be sure, I mean, here's another run, goes this way. There's the great big dam. Haven't exactly figured out how to get over to it yet, because it's pretty thick up there. But yeah, that dude's huge. So we gotta get over to that. But there's also a smaller log jam right here, so they're still throwing logs down there. They're ooh, that's interesting. That's yeah, that's a critter house for sure. May have to see if I can get to the other side and investigate that dude. But yeah, definitely gonna need to set a trap right there. But we'll see if I can get over there to that jam, and I'll meet you over there. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Yeah, this one's gonna take a little more than I'm wanting to do with a shovel. I actually, as I walked up on here, I saw one. I'm pretty sure I saw one jump in the water right in there. Might have been a turtle, but based off the location of this, holy cow. Yeah, there's some beaver activity here, boys. I don't know how I'm gonna clean that one out. Ah, dang, that's a... Whew. Wow. I may have to see if I can find a buddy with a backhoe. That is... That's intense, guys. This is definitely the biggest beaver dam I've seen up close. They're big old coyote track. That's nice of them. Using this as a crossing. Hell, you never know, might catch coyote water up here too. But yeah, that's phew, that's gonna take some work. So basically, it's been a pretty eventful day. We got the farthest dam downstream busted. We found another smaller one between here and there that, yeah, it's probably not active, honestly. It's below water, so I don't think anybody's doing anything with it. And then the dam that we got the traps on, we went ahead and checked it. Got one muskrat in it, which is odd. We didn't see any signs of muskrat beforehand, but anything's possible. Got that reset, and then we come across this big old mamma jamma. I don't know how I'm gonna bust this dude, because I mean it's pretty well all logs and sticks and a bunch of mud. It's gonna be more than what I want to do with a shovel. I'll probably have to see if I can find somebody with a backhoe or an excavator of some kind to get in here and get this out. I mean, there's another log jam on farther down the creek, so I don't know if there's still any beavers in here. I don't know if we've caught them all, but I mean, at the end of the day, we still got to get this big old dam out, and I don't know how we're going to do that, but I'm sure I'll catch back up with you guys here after a while, maybe a few days, maybe a couple weeks, but I'll give you guys an update on where we're at with these damn things. I'm going to tell you right now, anybody who thinks they need a gym membership or wake up early and go for a run, they've never busted beaver dams. This right here, this is the best workout I've had all year long. I mean, I'm not even through, but oh my God, this stuff's set up like thick, sticky, stinky concrete. I mean, and on top of that, I mean, freaking logs, not sticks, not chunks of logs, is what I've got to dig out of this thing. So I'm almost there, but my God, this is a lot of work. We'll get her opened up, and I'll show you guys the final project of my dig here. All right, well, we got the what I'm going to call the main dam busted. Oddly enough, the water level on the high side and on the low side is about the same, so it's not really flowing right now. Hopefully, as that lower dam water drains out, and then the next dam up, water drains, so on and so forth, this will drop the creek level down. It's not a quick process. I mean, as much water is being held in the creek, it takes a while for it to drain on down. So, I mean, I've got it busted. here, just check it out. So it's deep. I mean, that's when I step down in there, it's well over past my knee. I know you can't really tell. I don't really want to step down in there again because I'm already kind of wet and muddy, but it's well over past my knee. It is flowing a little bit, so I mean, it's moving, but all this water on the down creek side, it's pretty just stagnant. So that's about all I can do right now. I pulled a huge pile of sticks out there, a couple great big logs, a whole bunch of mud, sticks, grass. I mean, it's incredible what these beavers can pack in here. This dam's been here a long time. It was tight, it was hardened, and it was not fun to bust. So anyways, guys, I think that'll probably wrap up the video for today. I will have a part 2 on the Family Tradition Farms versus Beavers. That's probably going to come in several weeks because, like I said, this is a slow process. The water's got to drain down. We've got to catch stuff, make sure we basically close out dams on up the creek. So we'll finish off one, bust it, which allows the water level to drop. Go to the next one, catch beavers, bust it, drop water level, so on and so forth, until finally we'll get to this big dude. And I don't really know again how we're going to get to that, how actually we're going to take it out, but we'll figure something out. I may have some tricks up my sleeve for the one that we're trapping on right now, because this one here, it's a little close to the highway. Can't really do a whole lot, but the one on down the creek, I may have something you guys would like to see. So anyways, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me as I get muddy and sweaty and absolutely terribly disgusting. But I thank you guys, and you all have a good one.